Hello everyone. Today we will start our lecture with the topic the separation of components of a mixture. In this lecture we will learn different technique which is used to separate different mixture from their components. Okay, let's start. The first stage, that is evaporation process. My dear student, in this process we use to separate a solid substance dissolved in liquid. It is based on the fact that liquid vaporize easily whereas solid do not. It means that is volatile compound. What is meaning of volatile compound? Volatile compounds are those compounds which easily evaporate. Which easily evaporate. Okay, look at the diagram here. This diagram shows that here it is a mixture of salt and water in the evaporating dish, the china dish. Okay, with the Bunsen burner we will heat this mixture. Okay, after some time we will see that there is a formation of vapors. So this show that vapor will be rise up and left is behind with the salt. So in this process we have just separated salt from the water. Clear? Okay, what are the application of evaporation? So obtaining salt from seawater is the most used application in our life. So next technique is, that is a centrifugation technique. Centrifugation technique is used to separate the heavy dense particle from the lighter particles. Simply we can say that suspended particle of a substance from a liquid in which the mixture is rotated at high speed in a centrifuge. Okay, this method is useful in case the suspended particle in a liquid are too small to be retained by filter paper. It means that the particles are very small, so we can't filter them with the filter paper. So simply we see in the next diagram there is a centrifugation machine. This is the diagram of centrifugation machine. Okay, there are two test tube before and after. Before there is a liquid in which suspended particles are mixed, okay, in the left hand side. But after the centrifugation machine we rotating, okay, then we find that the suspendable particle will be settled at the bottom. Okay, from this experiment we have seen that we will separate the cream from a milk. So this is the application of this method. What is the principle of centrifugation? My dear students, when a mixture is rotated very fast, the denser particle means who is very heavier, are forced to go to the bottom of to the centrifuge, and the lighter particles stay at the top. Okay, so what is the application of centrifugation? Dear student, we use this technique in dairies to separate cream from milk. Okay, the next is used in washing machine to squeeze water from wet clothes. Okay, the next technique is, that is separating funnel. It is used to separate a mixture of two immiscible liquid. What is the meaning of immiscible liquids? My dear, immiscible liquid mean which do not mix to each other. Okay, like oil and water. Okay, you can easily use this perform this experiment in your home. Just add a few drops of oil in a liquid. You will see that the liquid and oil will do not liquid and water will do not mix together. Okay, now here is a diagram is given. That is a This diagram is a separating funnel which contain a mixture of kerosene and water. And after certain time we will see that there is a layer between a kerosene and water. You will observe that the kerosene and water will be separated with a layer. Okay, and there is stopcock. From with the help of stopcock we can escape out the water, and the left is behind, that is kerosene. So from this technique we will just separate the kerosene from the water, mean immiscible liquids. Okay, so what is the principle of separating funnel? So when a mixture of two immiscible liquid is kept in a separating funnel, the liquids separate out in layers depending on their densities, with the heavier forming the top layer. Okay, what are the application of separating funnel? My dear students, the first application is to separate mixture of oil and water. In the extraction of iron from its ore, where the lighter slags that is molten waste material, is removed from the top by to the leave the molten iron at the bottom of the blast furnace. So we can easily extract the iron from its ore in the molten form with the use of separating funnel technique. Clear? Now next technique is, so here is the next technique, that is sublimation. You know very well what is the meaning of sublimation. In your chapter number 1, you have learned that the sublimation is there is a transformation of one state, that is in from solid to directly to the gas, not uh, from the solid to direct to the gas or gas to solid. That is the sublimation. Okay, so this method used to separate those components from a mixture which can sublime on heating. Sublime on heating means which directly converts solid to gas or gas to solid. For example, ammonium chloride. My dear, ammonium chloride is sublime material. Okay, it easily transform from solid to gas. Okay, so camphor, amphilicin, etc. are etc. are sublime material, can be separated from their mixture by sublimation. Okay, so look at the exam diagram here. In a china dish, we have contained a mixture of ammonium chloride, and there is a inverted funnel, okay, on the above this china dish. Okay, and with the Bunsen burner, we will just heat the mixture. After some time, we get a vapors of ammonium chloride, which will be solidified ammonium chloride at the top of the inverted funnel. Okay, they show that ammonium chloride will be separated from the salt. Okay, because salt is not a sublime material, but ammonium chloride is sublime material, so it is directly converted from solid to gas and gas to solid. So from this technique we can just separate the ammonium chloride from the salt. Okay, now what is the application, of sublimation? Iron can be separated from a mixture of iron filling and camphor. Okay, so camphor is a volatile, camphor is a sublime material which easily converted into gas to solid or solid to gas. Okay, next so next application is common salt can be separated from a mixture of salt and